Welcome to Urban Harvesters 101. Join me as I document my journey growing food in a small space. Together, we can take on the rapidly rising cost of food and give ourselves the peace of mind that comes with the assurance of food security. This channel chronicles my journey, experiments, and triumphs in cultivating lush, abundant harvests while renting in the city. Discover with me the practical and ingenious ways to turn our concrete confines into sources of fresh, homegrown goodness. We'll learn together about selecting the right plants, maximizing our limited urban spaces, and practicing sustainable techniques that give back to nature. Together, we'll enjoy the rewards of growing affordable, nutritious food from the comforts of our own homes. So hit that subscribe button, like the video, and become a part of the Urban Harvesters 101 community. And let's stir the soil of a resilient urban food revolution. Hello, my name is Luke, and I'll be your host for this show. So you might be wondering, why Urban Harvesters 101? What sparked this urban gardening channel? As you are likely aware, the cost of food has been skyrocketing over recent years, making it harder for people to afford fresh, healthy produce. For my generation, this situation is all the more troubling. Many of us are saddled with debt from education, housing, and simply trying to keep up with the escalating cost of living. Like many of my peers, I felt the weight of these financial challenges, but amidst the strain and struggle, I found solace in the dirt and leaves, in nurturing of seeds, and the miracle of growth. And that's how Urban Harvesters 101 was born. The mission to fight back against these challenges in a sustainable, empowering, and eco-friendly way. This is about more than just gardening. This is about resilience, self-reliance, and fostering a connection to the earth that so many of us have lost in our fast-paced urban lives. By growing our own food, we're not just combating rising food costs, we're also ensuring that the food we eat is fresh, nutritious, and devoid of harmful chemicals. Moreover, we're building a community, a place where people can come together and learn, share, and grow together. I know it's not an easy fight, but I truly believe that together, we can create a difference. We can build a future where no one feels lost in debt or cut off from nature, even in the heart of the city. Alright, now that the introduction is done, it's time to dive into the meat of the program, the wall garden. For this section, I'll give you a little background as to why I built it and how I built it. So I currently live in one of the most expensive cities in the world. I also live in a basement suite that has almost no natural light. So even if it's a sunny day outside, I still have to have my lights on down here, otherwise it feels like nighttime. So with all this wasted light, I figured why not use it to grow something. So now this light is actually the main source of light. It's the basement suite's quite open concept, so the kitchen, dining room, and living room are all in the same area, and this light essentially brightens the whole room. It bounces off the wall and we don't need any other lights. It actually feels kind of like a window, so much so that I've hooked it up to a smart plug to both monitor energy consumption and also connect it to my Echo, so I can just say Echo window on and it'll turn it on, or Echo window off and it shuts it off. Starting off with the build, I got these two-part pots. They have a little black insert that's a basket, and then this bottom part holds water, so it's a kind of hybrid hydroponic system, so you don't need to water every day. It's quite nice. And I painted them black because, let's be honest, the white ones are quite ugly. Then I attached them to some wood, stained the wood, and mounted them on the wall. This was version 1. And version 1 did not work very well. For one, there's a lot of wasted space between the pots here, and I also used some very underpowered lights. I got these for about $30 each off Amazon, and they did not produce enough power to provide an adequate growing environment. So I upgraded. I bought some more smaller pots to fill in the gaps. I also planted some lettuce, as it's a high turnover crop and grows relatively fast. I'm also experimenting with 3 different varieties to see which one grows best in the indoor lighting conditions. So here they are up front here, and these are the bottom 2 rows. There's that 360 view of it. The rosemary's finally starting to poke up. That took a good 2 months to break ground, but it's doing quite well now. Then I added the strawberries to the top row. I have this idea that I want the strawberries to kind of fall down the front. Something interesting about grow lights is for vegetables, they recommend about an 18 centimeter distance. While flowering fruit, they recommend 12 to 15 centimeter difference. So my idea to get around this is I'm hoping that the strawberries will throw out a bunch of runners and kind of create like a strawberry waterfall down the front here that will then get close enough to be between the 12 and 15 inches. For reference, the tip of the pots here is about 18 inches away from the grow light. So here's a closer shot of the strawberries. Going down, you can see the rosemary's come up. Lettuce is definitely liking this light. And finally, the strawberry runners have started. So this is the first one popping out here. They've gotten quite a lot bigger. I'll give you a live demo of what the garden looks like after this. I planted some more lettuce here. I seeded this one a lot less heavy just to see how that affects the growing, because I think these ones down here I have definitely overseeded. But they are growing and they are coming up. This one in the middle was a lettuce ball, so I couldn't overseed it. It was just a single ball of a bunch of seeds that you plant in the middle, and it took a lot longer to get going, but it seems to be doing good now. And here's the final product. Alright, well that's it for my first episode of Urban Harvesters 101. Here's an updated shot I just walked out and took of the wall garden. You can see quite a lot of improvement. The runners are starting to come out. And also you can see the parsley's not doing so good. But I hope to create many more of these episodes, and please don't hold back in your feedback. I really want to use this channel for everyone to learn, including myself. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff I am doing wrong. I'd love to hear from you about how I can improve this. So I'd just like to remind everyone to please like the video and subscribe to the channel, and thank you so much for tuning in to the first episode of Urban Harvesters. I hope this is one of many.